Hey guys, what is up? It's time to finally start a build series. I'm going to try to post an update every Tuesday. So as you can see, it is going to be set up to be a pre-runner. So I will kind of go over what I already have and what I plan on doing, and hopefully you follow along because it should be fun. Now, this is using the Traxxas hot rod truck, rat rod truck body. As you can see, I've cut off the sides and everything. Now, the intent for the body is I'm going to attempt the cartoon look that everybody seems to be doing. It looks really cool, it looks really simple, so I'm going to attempt that. I've never did it before, so it should be a good time. It should be a fun learning experience. So this truck was kind of inspired by multiple other pre-runners that I've kind of seen. Not even necessarily pre-runners, but just like the Power Wagon U4 vehicle that was in King of Hammers. That's four-wheel drive. This is only going to be two-wheel drive. I'm not trying to build a replica. I'm just inspired by taking all my inspiration. So the chassis we're using is the Whoopacabra chassis from Scale Model Supplies. It is set up with all the holes you want. It's originally intended for like the IFS kit from Element, and he does give the option for the I-beam ready chassis, but I wasn't 100% sure on what I was going to do with this chassis when I got it, so I ordered it as regular. And there's a little bit of work you got to do in order to make the beam setup work, but like I said, he does make that as an option, so you can pay a little bit extra and he will do the work to make it I-beam ready, which is great if you don't have the knowledge or tools on how to modify that stuff. So it is definitely a great option, and I highly recommend checking out his stuff. His stuff is pretty much all I use for building cages and whatnot. He makes all kinds of tabs and all kinds of cool stuff for building, whether you're building a wee rock buggy, a pre-runner, or whatever you want. Basically anything you want. I am using some trailing arms that are actually the Proline ones. They're the ones from the Proline kit. And then an SSD diamond rear axle housing. This is for the older SCX10. They're getting harder to find, but thankfully, when you do find them, normally they're in a discount bin somewhere, so they're easy or they're cheap. So it's kind of nice, gives it some nice durability. The current shocks that are on it are just big bores with the modified cap. That's going to go away later on down the road. And then I don't know what rear shocks. I'll probably end up with those Kings, the King 120 mil that end up on everything else, but who knows? We'll see. So one of the items that Scale Model Supplies makes is actually a cool shock tower mount that is intended to be coupled with trailing arms. So it actually comes down and encapsulates the top of the shock tower or the top of the shock. Whether you want to run a single shock setup or dual shock setup, you can. So they're super nice and they're super cool. And next time you see this, it will have, hopefully, the back cage will be done. That is the goal for this build, and I hope to have a build video posted every Tuesday, at least focusing on this build for now. When this one's done, we'll move on to something else. Drop a comment, let me know what should be the next build that we do. Or if you don't want to do that, just like it. Just push the like button. Or if you want to see how this ends up, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, catch you on the next one. And truck on, my people.